All right. You guys let me know if my mic is all right. Because I fucked around with a lot of the stuff on it. So, I don't know if it sounds good or not. Actually, you know what? I can just monitor this and then turn up the output. Wow, that sounds terrible. Hold on a sec. Hold on. Just go to... Oh, not that. Hold on. There we go. I'll be right back. Hold on. All right. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure this out so it doesn't sound bad. it's got this should be the limiter, noise expander, compressor, EQ. Looks like all right, I think it's the noise gate though. We just expand this out a little bit so that it doesn't have oh, the open threshold. Whoa. I'm trying to like okay, not working there. Oh, almost. Almost. Hello? Nope. Okay. What the fuck? Oh, it's dying. So if I turn off the noise gate. Nope, that's not it. It's got to be noise suppression. Oh my god. That's so terrible. Listen to that. Oh my lord. Oh my god. Yeah, this mic is... You want to hear this, the absolute crazy part? All right. Here's the absolute crazy part. Is that my mic's gain is all the way down. It's all the way down. Like, it's completely all the way down. I don't know what to do. Do I just take this gain down? Oh, maybe that's what I need to do. And then what? Do I just like... I don't know if you can even hear me now though. Okay. Here's the thing is I'm trying to get it so that it doesn't... You can't hear it as much. Yeah. Oh. Oh, well that sounds much better. Okay. I like that a lot better, but the issue is now my mic is a little bit less than I want it to be. Oh, and now we're peaking. Nope, go back down. Bye bye. Why? I like how the beginning of this is just Floof struggles to understand life and the meaning of everything. Okay, what about this? Ah, okay. That actually doesn't sound too bad. So we're gonna deal with it. I'll have to find you the video of this one guy who helped me set up mine a whole lot better than I had it. Yeah, here's the thing, is that I am an audio fox. Like, I understand this shit, but the thing is that every time I mess around with this inside OBS, it dies. So, yep. It's just like, I don't want the like overly like super big booming like thing, and it sounds grainy and just out of focus, and like, I don't know, I guess maybe I just need to keep my shit up here. I don't know. I forgot to bring back the avatar. That's okay. So, today, the plan is simple. Not to quote Ludwig Ogren, but I would like to talk about a couple different things. In fact, actually, why don't I just move my mic over there? Look at that, all snazzy and shit. So here's the deal. So the video that I had slated for release is taking a lot longer to produce than I thought it would. And this is kind of causing some issues. Because I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say that you know, it's been like the most hard thing to edit and record and all that stuff. I think the biggest issue comes with my well, plain and simply my laziness. I am, for some reason, can't get on the ball as much as I thought I would. But, you know, growing pains. Growing pains, baby. I don't know why I said that twice. But yeah, so there's that. It is in the works. I've been testing, or not testing, but like showcasing it to some friends and stuff. Yes, unfortunately, laziness does get us all. And it gets me really, really hard because I will one week think, oh, I'm gonna do all of these things and it's gonna be great. Maybe it's not interesting enough for you. Here's the thing is that when I was recording it, it was fine. And when I finally do actually get to editing like the fun stuff, that's when I have fun doing it. But it's all the other medial stuff. Like for example, okay. Let me take you through the process, or I guess really quickly, of how I go about editing a video. So I record the footage, that's first and foremost. I record my audio through Audacity, and then my friend's audio through my screen recorder. And then when I'm done with that, I take it into the... Hold on a sec. I can still hear myself. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off so I can actually focus on telling the story. So after I've done that, I take it into my editing software, and what I decided to do is, instead of just straight going into editing everything from front to back and like picking out things as I go, I decided to do this another way that actually has made the video a lot less dense and has kind of tightened up. So what I call it is basically a dry edit, which is basically there is very little that goes on. Sometimes I will mark down things that I want, or if it's a super simple edit that doesn't require like me to actually put the time into doing it, I'll just throw it in there. But what the basis of a dry edit is kind of the same way like a mix would do, or like a mastering engineer would do for a song, which would be called like a dry mix or a dry master. Which is essentially you don't touch, there are no effects, no nothing. Everything is just dependent upon the volumes of the noise being made. So that's like, I guess how that would relate to video editing is essentially there is no other edits aside general cuts. So there are no there's no music, there's no anything, just the video and the audio, and cutting it to being entertaining on its own. Because when you do that, then you know that you have good content to showcase. Here's the thing though. That takes for fucking ever. Especially when you have over 2 hours of footage and the only decent parts of that footage is a small section every little while. So because this, not to give too much information, but it's on a it's on like Gartic phone. So essentially that is, my video is public, right? I think so. I went on my homepage and it was public. Yes, it is. Okay. My bad. But it's that part of like going through and doing a dry edit of everything that costs me the most time. And so that to me has just kind of been my biggest struggle with it, on top of laziness. I mean, it's not like I've not been doing things, sort of. In the intermittent times where I am just like doing nothing for no reason, I have had other things going on. For example, you know, work and school and just about everything else. And it sucks because I want to dedicate myself to this, but at the same time, it's like I've got this mental roadblock keeping me from doing it. And yeah, can't explain why. Still figuring that out. That being said, though, there was a video I made on a different channel a long time ago, and it never got posted to YouTube. I say made for a channel, but like it was made for the channel, never uploaded it. It sat in my editor the entire time. And the thing is that I kept telling people, you know, I've got something in the works, I've got something in the works, I've got something in the works, over and over and over and over and over to again. And when it came down to it, I did have something in the works, but it took so long for me to get that off the ground. And by the time that I was doing other thing, or not doing other things, but by the time that I was in a place where I was like, I could just finish this, I no longer wanted to do it. So I don't want that to keep happening to me because I do have longer form videos that I want to make. And if that's how that ends up working out, then yeah, this whole YouTube thing's not gonna work. um it is a lot to do and I feel like doing for hours on end. I suck at editing because I don't want to sit there listening to myself. Content is not fun for me. Yeah, I mean it can be. Me, it doesn't, I guess maybe it doesn't bother me as much. Um believe it or not, like if I were to hear myself like sing or whatever, actually has more of an effect on me than I can say this a lot better. For example, if I was to sing, I judge myself can't talk. I judge myself more harshly then than when I do editing. I think it's mainly just because there's no actual pressure to perform in the same way when I'm actually recording. But maybe that needs to change. Because I try to rely more off of my editing skills than my content skills because I'm not particularly like the most engaging when it comes to that. I'm trying to change that for real. Like I am trying to figure that in. Wow, my brain just died for an entire 2 minutes. I need more coffee. Hold on. It's freaking out. Hold on. There. All right, I'm back. It doesn't like it when I do things. It's like, I don't know how to represent this. Stop. I can't track. And then it freaks out. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, that's right. So I just don't want that to happen to myself again, is to get caught up in trying to do so much that I end up losing the passion for it. Um like I mean like I've said before, it's just editing has become this thing that I know I can do, but like I guess I'm just trying to find the niche. Or I guess the part of things that I like doing. And right now it's all over the place and I don't exactly have that much of a focus. I'm trying to find one though. But that's it. That's the catch up is the video is still being made and it'll come out soon. I'm just tired. And procrastinating a whole bunch. Maybe if by telling everyone that, then people will bully me into actually just finishing it, and I'll feel actually compelled to do it for some reason. That's the hardest part. The speak. That's the hardest part. Focus and niches. It is. It is indeed. It is 100% the biggest part of it all is focusing. Um, I think what really gets my goat is just the fact that wow, I just dead ass use that in a sentence. Oh boy, it's my goat. I'm like 45-year-old white dude. um, but No, what really pisses me off is the fact that I know I can do it. I know that I am a capable young foxo, and I can do anything that I want on this. But again, the mental blocks, the like brain dead inside, drained feeling. Sometimes even just now, like when I'm talking, sometimes my brain is like blanking out and going somewhere else, and I don't know why. It just happens. It happens a lot, and it gets upsetty spaghetti. So yeah. Anyway, so that's that. I don't really have anything much more to say on that. Maybe someday I'll learn how to talk normal. No, I don't want you. I don't want you. Do you have anything in you? Nope. Therefore, I do not want you. Really? Do I only have pens? It's so frustrating. Too much to talk about, so your brain is going faster than the mouthpiece? Yes, probably. That's most likely what's happening. That is most assuredly what is going on. Let's see, it's March. It's the 11th. Okay, so there's that. All right, so I am going to kind of go over some things as well, regarding channel bullshit, whatnot. So I want to make this known so that people can hold me accountable for it later. I need people to get angry at me, otherwise I don't do things. I can't I don't know, maybe I should do some like challenge or whatever that if I break a promise I gotta like make up for it somehow. I don't know. Because this whole like laissez-faire, oh, it doesn't matter, you just do you. Just do you. Yeah, it's not working though. I'll respect the people that can actually just do things, but that's not how it works with me, unfortunately. So yeah, anyway, couple the things. So I am attempting to have a new video out every Saturday bi-weekly. What that means is that whatever Saturday I actually end up posting this video on, probably I would it's not going to be tomorrow. Let me just put it that way. At work, so my volume is off, but still saying hello. I'll go ahead and say hello to you too, Timmers. Oh, I didn't put the S on there, but didn't know how to spell. That yeah. So essentially, whenever I actually end up posting this video, 2 weeks from now or from then, essentially. So not the Saturday following it, but the Saturday following that one, will be when I actually post it. Hopefully, most hopeful that that ends up being the case, because as my track record suggests, not been the most consistent on that. So, yeah, definitely not going to be tomorrow. I wish, but unfortunately, I have way too much to do tomorrow on the other side of my life that I can't. So, and this is also something that I was thinking about too, is that while I haven't been streaming as much, I want to like try and tide people over, so that, you know, you don't like, I'm not going so long without talking to people or saying hi or whatever, because, you know, at the end of the day, I I've been doing streaming for, you know, a hot sec, so um it's very simple for me to just throw this on and go. But yeah, well, I guess if there is if you have any questions, just chat them out. I'll answer them. I mean, that's kind of what this stream is for, is mainly just to talk, catch up, say hi, you know. I don't have any music on right now because I didn't want that to get in the way of me thinking. But I might put that back on soon. We got Bump and Kirby, which I might need to get rid of for a hot sec. Where's Curbone? Oh, I need to rename this. Hold on. Curbone. But yeah. So my plan is pretty simple, essentially. I want to try and from here, at least for the next 6 months, be consistent with my video schedule. It would be nice if I could upload a video every week, but seeing as I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, at least in terms of like direction, not necessarily like I can make a video. I can make a video on just about anything I want, but as far as direction goes, I'm still a little bit lost. all things considered. My plan is to just try and stay consistent, which is why I'm starting out with the bi-weekly thing, and then if I get it down to a science, then I'll go to weekly uploads. I don't think I will ever do daily uploads. I don't think I have the mental patience for that. Unless I hire like an editor, which is not likely to happen, seeing as I'm extremely small. Like that's just not going to happen. So, anyway, yep. So, whoo, that was a lot. I don't blame you if that just kind of went by, because that was a lot of info to take in, and I'll probably end up posting on Twitter or something that about all this shiz, so that it's not 100% like just on stream. But considering most of the people that roll up to the live streams actually also roll up to, or not the live streams, but yeah, I don't even know what I'm saying, but most of the people that roll up to these are the same that follow my content religiously, which is mainly just, you know, Nifty, Tim and Wendy. Y'all people actually like follow me routinely, so yeah, people tell me to do 3 to 5 short form shorts every day, and I'm like, yo, I'm not getting TikTok. I'm old, not down. Here's the thing. Okay, so do you want to hear the dirty secret about TikToks and YouTube Shorts? They don't grow your channel. They actually don't do anything major. In fact, TikTok and Shorts are essentially the exact same as like a Vine from back in like when Vine was popular. They don't really do very much. A short on YouTube does have a little bit more interactivity than a TikTok video, but I've done the research, and yeah, so from what I've come to conclude, it doesn't actually do that much. At least in terms of converting interested viewers into subs. It doesn't really do a whole lot, if anything. So, because trust me, I thought about it too, and maybe I still will. Like if I'm doing if I do like a live stream, or if I thought that a part of a video was like really fucking funny, then I'll turn it into a short. It's fine. But for the most part, I'm thinking that, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna get down with get down with it. Just doesn't look like it'll actually do anything for me. But like I think shorts and TikTok videos work well when you already have a very big established fan base. They are good for keeping people entertained or having something to share. But when you have a YouTube video, or you are more specifically a streamer, like I think it helps more or less to just do the YouTube thing, especially if you're a streamer that's trying to make it big on Twitch or just in general. Like the strategies that I've mostly been seeing from a wide variety of people is make YouTube. It's like, make YouTube videos. You want to be a content creator, you got to be like a decent YouTube personality as well, because apparently if you don't have that, then you can't necessarily be entertaining on stream, which sucks. Fucking sucks. But I don't know. I've never seemed to have like too much of an issue with it. Usually when I have a topic to talk about, I'm more than willing to sit there and rant on and on and on about it. It usually doesn't bother me too much. I think I've finally gotten over the hump of being able to talk consistently through 2 hours of content, which to me, I don't understand or can even fathom what it's like to be a professional streamer, because you have to sit there for like fucking, what is it, like 8 to 9 hours. Like you're basically putting in like a 5 to 9, but of course it's like all like, on your own schedule, but at the same time you're basically putting in a 5 to 9 where you're live all 8 of those hours. Like how XQC can sit there and go live and just do thing to thing to thing to thing and never stop once during the entire stream is honestly mind-boggling. It takes a different breed. But yeah, it's intense stuff. But I can do the 1 to 2 hour stuff. 2 hours usually if I'm feeling spicy. If I'm feeling like I can actually stomach that. It's usually not that bad, but yeah, I guess it depends. It do depend. But yeah, because I can remember back when I was doing all this stuff for the first little while, when I was first streaming back in 2020. I guess it would be fun to do that. That's a lot of gaming. Here's the thing though, is that specifically with XQC, he doesn't just like do gaming stuff. He like watches a lot of videos and other things like that, but yeah, except life doesn't allow it for normal people, with kids and tons of shit to handle. Yeah, no, and then no, for real, that's what it comes down to. There's only a select few people that can really get down with that kind of thing, and then by the time that they have the want or ability to go and actually settle down or whatever and essentially cash in, they don't need the stream anymore. They don't need the audience, the fan base, whatever. They just kind of do it. But it's interesting because I've been, following Ludwig on his journey to being a top streamer or whatever. It's interesting looking at not just retrospectives, but like actually the things he talks about himself and his way up, because he makes some pretty profound statements, even though he he laughs afterwards and then says, and mainly he makes very smart uh comments and analogies through humor. I think that Ludwig could honest easily be a stand-up comedian, not only because he went and was in a club with other stand-up comics, and like they did all sorts of shit. You like hearing his story on that was really interesting, but essentially he can do a lot. But hearing is specifically how he got to the point of where he was. Um, it's extremely simple, but also the hardest thing ever. And it's always funny because the most complex things in life can usually be broken down to a few different steps, but completing those steps are always much harder than something that's easy. That's what I've found, at least, is that usually the complexity of life can be broken down, but it's the actual doing of said activity that tends to trip a lot of peeps up. I know that is 100% true for myself because, uh, like with this whole YouTube thing, like it's a very simple thing, right? You uh make a schedule, post on time, stick to one specific type of content, and just keep up on it and try to learn and grow, right? Now, I boil that down to like what was that? Like 4 or 5 different things. But the doing of that thing or that list is a lot harder to actually accomplish than me just saying it out loud. So, the first of all, I mean, we can like we can even take it and break it down into like a few steps here. So like what did I say? I said I'm gonna pull open the handy dandy notepad. Make a schedule. Make a schedule, stick to it, upload on time, stay within niche, and learn and grow, right? It was 5 things. So cool. Right? So I'm going to attack these from top to bottom. Right? So making a schedule. Making a schedule can actually be the easiest part of this whole process, but also can be kind of complicated if you have a lot of other things going on. I fortunately don't have too much going on, but I am, you know, busy in other aspects. So I do have responsibilities. So making a schedule can be easy or as hard as you want it to be. For me, I bought an entire planner and I intend to use this. This is kind of the reason that I went live today, was actually to sit and talk to peeps, but I also neglected to realize that it is a Friday and most people are either working or not available until later, which sucks because I can't go live later. I've got work. Um which is why I'm doing it now. But I've bought an entire planner and I intend to schedule out all of my uploads when I come up with them. And so much so that I almost want to put down what videos I am going to do and on which day they need to be completed. And essentially, yeah. So there's that. That's the way that I'm attacking making a schedule. But a schedule could be as easy as like, oh, I'm gonna record all my stuff on Tuesdays. I'm gonna do some editing, which I mean, it could be as simple as like just making cuts and stuff and then just uploading it to YouTube. That's how it's always been that way. I just decide to try and attempt more effort into my stuff, which doesn't necessarily mean it's better, just that I'm um adding a lot. So hold on a sec. Coffee. So there's that. And then once you get to your schedule, right, and you've made a schedule, let's say, and you have said, okay, I'm going to record this date, I'm going to upload this date, and I'm going to stream this time from here to here. Okay, so you've got your schedule. Now you have to do the hardest part, and that's stick to it. This is usually where most people foul up, is sticking to a schedule. And I guess you can kind of lump that in with upload on time. I just realized that no one can actually see this. Can I just display capture, media source, window capture? Oh, yes. Notepad. All right, hold on a sec. Let's go ahead and there you go. Now you can actually see that. Isn't that cool? So look, there's a notepad now. Just so that's actually on screen. But yeah, so we've made a schedule, so that's done, that's complete. And yeah, so sticking to actually keeping your stuff on time. So when you sticking to a schedule, I have found, at least for me, is the hardest thing that I've ever done. Yes, it is paper. It is the one thing that is constantly that I've been, oh my god, that I have constantly been apologizing for over the time is like, oh, I don't have it done. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm not, I don't have anything for you. I'll make these big announcements or whatever and then just not do it, which, again, it hurts, especially when I don't want to become the fox who cried wolf too many times, because then people will just forget I exist, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm intending to fix this in the coming months. But back to the topic at hand, really, just when you make, you know, in terms of like the 5 things to, like, I guess make it big on YouTube or whatever, sticking to your schedule is the hardest part. It's not the editing, it's not the recording, it's not the connections, it's not the networking or the algorithm, like learning about the algorithm or all that other stuff. It's always making a schedule and sticking to it and making sure that, you know, the content is engaging enough for people to actually enjoy or whatever. And yeah, so there's that's sticking to it. The other thing is uploading on time. Now that kind of goes hand in hand with sticking to a schedule. These two are very much so tied together in several different ways. But you know, uploading on time in itself is like not having too many times where you're like, oh, video's gonna be delayed. Sorry. It happens. Like, I'm not gonna say that it doesn't happen, but at the same time, it's like that in itself, to me, you know, I'm already like past where I should be with my video editing. Like, it should already be done by now, but it's not, because I'm horrible at actually doing all these things, which is why nothing has happened yet. Then you're supposed to stay within a niche. So for some people, it's all about specifically, like, let's say my channel, I saw this as an example. So somebody basically made a channel all about boats. So within boats, one of the things that I was watching, because I watch vidIQ and their videos and stuff like that, but one of the things that they were talking about is essentially honing in on one specific thing and like keeping that. I kept trying to have my videos scheduled on YouTube, but I also quickly edited and didn't really care for my content, and neither did anyone else. It's the hardest thing. You know, and I think the hardest thing too is, it's like, if you don't care for the thing that you are making for other people. Like, one thing that I've been trying to do is listen to or kind of like go into video making with the approach of, would I watch this? Would I myself watch my own content? Would I myself click on this video and think it's interesting, and you know, and stay engaged the entire way through? If the answer is no, then you're doing it wrong. If you don't enjoy the content you produce, like, and I think when people say that, they're not saying like the process of making it. I think, okay, maybe half and half. It's the process of making it, but I think for most, though, it's, do you enjoy watching or participating in the things that you either make or do? For example, somebody who makes bracelets, if they don't enjoy bracelets themselves, then why are they making them? Like, I know it's kind of a weird analogy, but you know, bear with me here. Like, if yeah, like, let's say I'm a fox that wants to make bracelets. So I make a thing or whatever, but I myself don't wear any bracelets. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't quite make sense. Why would I go into the business of something that I don't like participating in myself? Now, I like watching YouTube videos, so it's like, that is something that I kind of wanted to try doing for myself. But you know, in the way that it works in the YouTube sphere, like, I mean, you're making videos for other people to watch. Not necessarily yourself, but at the same time, you are also a, you know, viewer in your own right. So that's kind of what what I've been trying to attack this with is essentially, if you're not willing to watch it yourself, then, you know, you need to take another stab at it or find out why you don't want to watch this. Like, maybe, you know, the video is just not interesting. You're not giving the viewer enough entertaining hooks or anything to like hook a viewer's attention into sticking around. It's major frustration. So that is also one of the things that has been kind of slowing my process down significantly, is because I am trying to find and make videos that I would want to watch myself. And it's obviously going to take a lot longer in the beginning stages than when I actually get this figured out and I'm just like, I kind of come into a groove, and then it'll be a lot easier, and then my videos will be not as hard and I won't have to make stupid live streams like this. But yeah, I don't watch YouTube. I don't even have the app on my phone, and I didn't even have the app on my phone until a few months ago. Yeah. And here's the thing, Kai. I want to specifically speak to this because I think it's interesting. So, I think you have a good, decent premise, is that you are an achievement hunter, so therefore you make achievement hunting videos or like playthroughs of you going through and getting all this stuff for that. I think that's a really good idea. I think that achievement hunting specifically is a cool niche of video games that you could hone in on, essentially. So, I mean, it's not that you don't have a good premise. I just think that more of it comes down to, like, you know, it's just the amount of effort you want to put into it. But I mean, I'm not going to sit here and lecture you on your channel. That's not my job. But I'm just, you know, it does take, like, for example, like, maybe, I don't know if this is something you might want to do if you just want to like give it some food for thought, but like maybe go and look for other achievement hunters on YouTube. So one of the most notable ones that I know of is the Completionist, and he is exactly the, like, he does achievement hunting, and he will just 100% games, and you know, he's very successful in his right in doing so. So that's, I don't know, maybe that's something you could think about, but I'm not going to lecture too much. But all that being said, to get back to what I was saying beforehand, sticking within a niche is a lot easier said than done. It takes a lot of uh like restraint, because and this is probably what I struggle with too, is that I don't exactly know what I want or need, or like want to hone in with niche wise, because there's so many different ideas I want to do. But yeah, he's one of the people to go to, or he's the one people go to. Yeah, because there's something about his content that's entertaining, or there's something he's doing that is it's drawing people in. So I mean, and what I'd like to what I want to do is actually go and what I have been doing is actually doing research into like, okay, why do people click on this versus everyone else? Okay, so thumbnails and titles, most important thing on YouTube. Make your titles and your thumbnails something that will make people want to click on it. For example, so if all your titles and your thumbnails look exactly the same, your content ends up becoming interchangeable. So people watch one video and that's it. They don't need to watch any of your other stuff because it looks the exact same. This is something, again, that I'm trying to rectify. I don't want all my thumbnails to be exactly the same, or titles to be exactly the same. You do want it to be somewhat provocative in terms of like, or I guess not provocative, but like, you want it to be interesting for someone who has never seen your stuff, doesn't know you at all, and yeah, and I mean, it doesn't even necessarily mean that you have to be like the the typical YouTube personality, like, hey guys, like, it just needs to be something that, like, if somebody clicks on your stuff, they're going to not necessarily like you know, they're going to find the thumbnail interesting or the title interesting. They'll click on your thing, and then when they actually get to the video, you got to keep them there. So usually people would devise, I guess, as like a hook or something to keep the viewer interested. And this doesn't matter to everybody. This is only for us weirdos that are like, I want to try and actually like grow stuff on YouTube and be somewhat like have like a following or a fan base or whatever. This is where this mostly applies. I mean, because here's at the bottom at the bottom line, like the bottom line, and is like, it does not really matter if your goal is just, I just want to have fun. For those who are just like, I don't really care. I'm just here to have fun. I'm just here to upload videos because I think it's funny, or I do it for my friends, and I don't really care if people like it or not. It's just something that I want to produce. Then it doesn't matter. None of this matters, actually. none of the like insider YouTube stuff actually matters if your intent goal is I'm just doing this for me, or I'm just doing this for my friends, or it's all internal and it doesn't actually have any grander scope than that. But if your goal is, I want to have a following, I want to have like people like give me some amount of like credibility in some certain things or whatever, then it is something to think about, because this is just the way that YouTube works, pure and simple. But that kind of like leads me into my next and my last thing here, learning and growing. So this is kind of something that people don't quite do after they've blown up, like, and this is really more or less for those who are underperforming and overperforming. And when I mean overperforming, I essentially mean like somebody who has like a dream level blow up, right? So essentially their videos get, less than, we got like maybe 1,000 subs or whatever, and you're not really doing a whole lot from like the grand perspective of anything. And then suddenly you are catapulted into one of the top search results on the platform overall. Suddenly there's a lot of pressure on you to perform. And what I've seen a lot of creators do is when they get it thrust into this position, they are compelled to just make the same thing over and over again. Now, it's not a bad idea, right? But what it ends up doing, is that still on? Hold on a sec. We're fixing this now and for all. I might get back to Streamloots, but not now. This is for YouTube. But essentially when they're thrust into said position, it kind of forces them to make the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, and nothing happens. Essentially, you get these meteoric blow-ups, and unfortunately, over time, like, it's not immediate, the decline of these channels. But let's take, for example, somebody who made the same thing over and over and over again with no difference in channel style, video making, or anything like that, and caused this channel to essentially nosedive. And there's a couple examples, but who I'm thinking of particularly is so there's this group of people who made Gmod content. They went by the name Venturian Tale. And they made the same type of content with the same recurring characters, with the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again, until eventually people just stopped watching. And I mean, like, this isn't like, it's not the first time that something like that has ever happened to people, specifically in the entertainment industry. Is it's people sometimes just, it's like you get sick of seeing the same thing over and over again. And yeah, so like that was one of the channels that blew up. It was pretty popular within the sphere that it was in the gaming sphere or whatever, and specifically with a lot of younger kiddos. But that it ended up being a pretty a pretty bad case of people just moving on. Another thing that this kind of happened to was Tobuscus. He was super big on the platform. It almost happened to Markiplier. Almost. Mark is still one of the few people I think that is still making old YouTube stuff, like circa like 2014 style YouTube content, and getting away with it. But at the same time, that's kind of like in a sort of comparison, what makes Mark different from Venturian Tale was the fact that Mark decided that he wanted to start doing projects and bigger things, and that engaged his audience a lot more than just his normal gaming videos that he would make. And this had, like, in this sort of resurgence of something new and him giving the spotlight to these newer projects that had nothing to do with gaming altogether, he ended up creating a like a new renewed interest for his stuff. And just with all the collaborations and stuff like that, whereas, you know, a channel like Tobuscus or Venturian Tale essentially didn't. I'm not saying that, you know, Tobuscus never went and tried to like do other things. Like, he tried to make a video game himself, had like a short animated series and other things like that. But, you know, of course, there was controversy around him at the time and other things like that. And, you know, it's kind of rocky near the end. But the main drop off, though, of people stopped watching him before any of the controversy hit. I myself used to watch him a bunch, and just one day just stopped. Like, and didn't, it wasn't even something I was consciously thinking about. It was just something I was like, man, I don't feel like watching him anymore. And I moved on. And I think that happened way before all of his all of the like crazy shit that happened. So I mean, really, it doesn't necessarily have to do with other things. Like, I think it's just when things go stale. But let's take this concept and now flip it uh, and apply it to the other side of the spectrum. So essentially, people who are not big, right? Streamers and or YouTubers and other things like that are really small, right? Within the smaller communities. So it still has the same principle behind it. If you don't grow and you don't learn new things, you're not going to experience anything different. So one of the biggest things that I've noticed is that with me trying to learn all of this stuff, I guess the little addendum here. Little addendum here. It into practice. Kind of important, this little part here. But for somebody who's small, the biggest thing for that channel to do is to learn what makes something entertaining and what makes people want to do something, and then tailoring your content and your stuff to a point where it's uniquely you, but also is appealing, essentially. So it has appeal, but also is something that you don't mind making. A lot easier said than done. It's one of the main reasons I still don't have a channel focus yet. Aside just being, your friendly internet fox. So there is that. But one thing that I think can help with, and I'm no authority on all this stuff. I should probably say that. I know, like, I should have said that at the beginning, but I'm not really an authority on all this stuff. This is just the thing that the things that I've learned. But of course, this isn't gonna mean diddly squat to somebody who is over the sub count that I am, because I'm definitely not somebody to sit there and preach a whole bunch of stuff. But this is, just wanted to talk about it. It's my stream. I'll talk about whatever I want. Damn it. It's interesting stuff to me. So I want to take and consolidate and compartmentalize all the things I've learned. But yeah, so that's the 5 biggies that essentially someone needs to do to grow a YouTube channel. Super simple, but really hard to actually attain. But yeah. Anyway, I don't even know if anyone's still here. We will check. Because I don't necessarily care one way or the other. One watching. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah. Yep. Big frickin' oofers. All right. Well. Anywho, there's the update. Yeah. I guess, yeah, I'll throw on some music, and if people stop by, then I'll just, do that. But, I need to be right back for a little while. Go ahead and kick on some tunes while I go and do that. All right. Yeah, I'm back. I'll keep the music going on for a little bit longer. Probably a little bit longer this time. But, yeah, alright, cool. So, I'm not gonna continue preaching about YouTube stuff, especially since I don't have the numbers to back up my claims, so. Trying not to shoot myself in the foot. Chill cat. Let's go! I don't know why it doesn't do the YouTube thing. I am... Because that's a YouTube emote, right? Because what's funny is that if I put in something like that, if I'm not mistaken... No? Okay, it doesn't actually do that. I had a thing on actual... Or on my YouTube or whatever that actually allowed BTTV stuff to be used. I need to get that somehow through my chat widget, because I think that'd be kind of fun too. At least for... Let me see if it actually works. That'd be pretty funny. Oh, come on. Nope, doesn't work. Alright, cool. Uselessness! Useless, you're useless! I'm just kidding. But anyway, so that's what's, like free emotes, yeah, for real. But anyway, that's kind of what I've been thinking. So let's see, if tomorrow is that, because then you'd use your, because then you could use your own on it, right? Yes, I could. I don't custom emoji. Yeah, I don't know why YouTube doesn't do that for channels, like, or they don't have a way to do that. But there's this thing that it's like Better YouTube TV that I was using. That seemed pretty cool. I ended up like signing in and then using it. It's pretty neat. Essentially it makes YouTube live kind of like Twitch. Not enough like Twitch, cause yeah, but it's okay. It's all right. I really wish that they had the like, cause then you. So there's this really cool thing that Ludwig has on his stream for YouTube where it's like its own custom like YouTube extension or like Chrome extension, whatever, and it basically makes his stream into essentially exactly like his Twitch stream. It's kind of nuts. It's kind of crazy, and I wish I had that on my stream too, because that would be awesome. But I'm not great with programming, so that's not going to happen anytime soon. But yeah, all right. The music is just straight up like distracting, so we're gonna make that like a lot quieter. Barely noticeable. I can't handle anything else. All right, so let's see. So I'm not gonna upload it tomorrow, so that's probably not feasible. I'm thinking maybe then on the 19th. We'll say yep, Gartic phone upload. All right, cool. And what I'm doing right now is kind of just chilling and working on my schedule, which this pencil is garbage. Absolute doggy doo-doo. Does this actually have? It does. Yo, that's crazy. It's amazing. I like that. We'll go ahead and do this. And do dit. Do dat, do dat. Ah, did you what? Does it actually like update within real time? I'm curious. Sorry, I'm checking out a thing here. Oh, somebody unsubbed. Somebody unsubbed. So his description is incorrect. So my friend has this like on his YouTube channel, he says I have however many subs he has, I'll make whatever I want. And somebody unsubbed to him, so his number's off. Very petty, but I don't care. Grammatical error. I win. Stuff is crazy. All right. So, 19th Gartic phone vid is going to be uploaded. The second video, which will be uploaded on the 2nd of April. Yeah, there it is. I'm trying to think of what I want to do next. So we'll do that one here. Well, I guess I just put it there anyways. Hot lame. What's lame? I am now confused. Probably it wasn't that confusing and it's just referring to something that I said before, but I just can't. Right. So 19th. So that'd be here and here. Those 2 days. Here and here. Video upload here. So like, oh, the guy losing a sub. Yeah, no, it's it's so stupid. It's so petty, but I love it. Let me see. Oh, you know what I could do on Saturdays? Since I don't have anything in the morning, I could do these. I could do a stream that day and just do like one of these like no fucks given streams. To fill that out. That might actually be interesting. I might actually want to do that. Huh. You know what? Do you think that people would roll up, Kai, if I did something like that? If I actually just did a stream, kind of like I release a video on a specific day, and then on the in-between date, I just do a stream? Because I think that would actually keep my keep my sanity a little bit. So technically, I'm uploading in quotations every week. That might actually work. Projects. Oh, the different video projects, because I can only get what, like 3 done in a month. That's not terrible. This be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there'll only be 3 videos next month. If I stick to this. But I can actually double that and be 1 live video live video live video. I guess that ends up being kind of the best of both worlds. I think I might actually do that. You No, not a bad idea on that one. You know, most of us show up if we can. Yeah, no, for sure. Although it's Friday today. Yeah. I think Saturday might even be a little bit better for most. Sucky thing is that I end up working Thursday through Friday, or Thursday through Saturday. So I really wish I could stream in the evenings. It's the one thing that I want to like be able to do is go live from like 1 to 2, 2 to 3, whatever, just like midday. Because that's usually when most people are up, even the people that don't get up like super early. But I don't know. I don't think that it's gonna matter too much though, all things considered. But yeah, we'll do the. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'll just end up planning stream for that date. And then another video idea. So like something that I can actually do that though. You know, for a moment I forgot what day it was. Sitting here looking at a calendar. Oh. Let's do that. Let's go here. I don't know why my chat on my video is actually faster than the chat in my OBS. It's very funny. Like I actually can see manage moderators, participants. Chat. Do that. That's weird. Nope. That's not what we need. There we are. Okay, so there's that. There's that. Wait, where is it? Aha, right here. Aha. So what do I want to do next? I actually forgot I put that down. That's funny. Ooh. Why is this open? Oh god. No, go close. That's cool. I don't want you right now. I'm in the middle of something. Alrighty. Sponsored. That might be good to set up. Alright, I got an idea. I kind of want to hold a poll on my Twitter. This actually just shows everything. Nope, don't look. Let me do this instead, actually. I am actually going to do browser. Oh my god, I just noticed my thing is like out of place. Why did it do that? Nobody knows. All right. Display. We're actually going to do a window capture. Name it. Wave. Oh, it did it automatically. All right, we need to switch tabs. Oh God, why is it doing this? Hold on a sec. There we go. So, oh Lord. Bear with me. Oh, that's cropping? No, not that. As you can tell, I am very good at this. Oh Lord. Ah. Okay, here's what we will need to do though. That is Alt. I like that you can just cut stuff like that. That's fucking awesome. And you need to go right here. So that if I go over, haha, success. Yeah, you can see the secrets. Not all of those are going to get made, but yep, that's what I'm doing on stream today is just straight up showing everybody my freaking secrets. What was I going to look up? Oh no, I had an idea. Oh, that's what I was going to do. All right. I'm gonna go to my Twitter. I'm gonna post a poll. So let's do. What video would you guys? Commentary vid. Or Jackbox with the boys. Okay. And we'll make it a 3-day poll. Yeah. There we go. There it is. There's the poll. Cause all right. Dope. Very nice. We'll go back to that. Go back to the just chatting for a little while. All right, so there's the poll. Go vote, Kai, because you're. I can see who's here. Let's see. Do this as a stream. Let's see. Go to April. And I'm just gonna put streams on every other day. Cool thing is that I'm not necessarily beholden to this, so if I don't want to that Saturday, I don't have to. but not this week. Or not with video specifically. Alrighty. Why is this open? Be gone. Did they not have a I thought on YouTube they had a thing for you to like go to like a dashboard or like a live dashboard thing. I thought that was a thing you could do. No? Okay. Weird. Stupid, but okay. Kinda dumb. Anyway. Oh, I've been talking a lot of business, but how have you been, Kai? How has our resident achievement hunter been doing on the down low? Such a person. Oh. I see. As for myself, I've been pretty decent. I mean, aside from all the YouTube stuff, I mean, kind of just taking things one day at a time. Busy as heck, just trying to make life better. That makes sense. That totally makes sense. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what my schedule is looking like for the next, well, year. So, back in my RV with absolute garbage internet. Oh no, that's no fun. Yeah, Jensen decided to attend a getaway with his family, so unfortunately he's not here for me to bug him. But, you know, it happens. People got stuff to do. The whole garbage internet thing reminds me of the time that before I got all of my new stuff and or like my new PC and like before I moved into where I am now. Yeah, good for him. I back when I was in a different place, I was the internet that I had was like, I think the download speed was like 4 megabits per second on a good day. It was like 2 megabits per second usually. And when I told people that, they kind of just sat and stared at me like just in disbelief. And I'm like, yeah. Some days on a bad day, I would either get nothing or a fraction of a megabit per second. And you know your internet's top tier when that happens. So trust. That's like yeah, that's like so bad. Yeah, it wasn't great. I'm very glad that I have something much better these days. And now it's like it constantly is nigh 100. The one in New York was 0.70 and now it's like 95 or something. I watch every stream off my phone service. Oh no. That's no good. Ugh. I'm sorry. That is awful. Yeah, but I get it. I totally understand how that is. I would basically have to change, and it was only like necessarily like one room that this worked. Coincidentally, it was the room that I did all my stuff in. That was bad, but sorry, I was stifling a yawn. I can't solve it. It'll be $125 a month plus an install fee the first month, so $350. Yikes. $125 a month. Gosh. Yeah, no fun. That is no fun indeed. What was I? Oh. Ugh. But I hope that at some point you're able to do a little bit more, or at least get some decent internet again. Ugh. I've been sitting doing a whole lot of nothing all day. I actually wanted to stream at like 11 or so, but just didn't get around to it. My hotspot ran out and it'll be up in a few days, but I go through it in maybe a week. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, still. That's awful. I remember videos that I would make back in the day would like take fucking like an actual day to upload sometimes on my old internet. I have to figure out a schedule with Duloc and my parents for streaming, but with the rising cost of gas, I don't know if it'll matter. Yeah. Yep. I don't know. Hard to say. Gosh, I am yawning so much. Why? I need to wake up. Oh, good lord. Ay, 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 ay. It's because I stopped talking about YouTube, that's why. No, it's all good. Yeah. How long have we been going for? I don't know, I can't see. Must be nap time, right? No, I'm just thinking, like, of doing this thing, and I think I just realized why I don't actually do any work on stream, is because not only is it not necessarily super entertaining, but also, like, I can't. I envy those streamers that can just be like, well, I'm working on a thing today, so that's what we're looking at, is what we're doing. Holy shit. I'm gonna cry. Alright. Let's see. Alright, well, I guess that now might be a good, decent time to stop the stream and just focus on something else for the momento. I don't know. I might go live again when I get tired of this stuff, and then play Mario Kart for a little while. Just... Alright, well, Thank you for stopping by, Kai. I think, yeah, I'm gonna go and finish this, like, plan, and I'll be back, maybe. Maybe. I say maybe because I do have work at, the evening, so. Anywho, well, thanks for letting me ramble. Yeah. Well, as usual, fun chatting. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Yeah, you too. Sorry to hear about the internet sitch. That's never fun, but I'm sure you'll figure it out, and things will work out. But for now, I will bid thee adieu, and I'm gonna go eat and find something to wake myself up. I'm like tired and going somehow. Go stretch my legs. Alrighty. Well, I hope you have a good rest of your day, and yep, I don't have an outro today. I'm too tired. So subscribe to YouTube. YouTube. Subscribe to Floof Snoof. There. That's the outro. Adios.